Being able to sit down on the floor and stand back up, even with sturdy support, gives a useful snapshot of strength, mobility, and balance. And if you are over 70 and that feels out of reach right now, do not worry. The movement depends on a few specific areas working together: your thighs, your hips, and the core muscles that hold you steady. This one method puts the steps in a manageable order, and a short daily practice can help you train the abilities each step requires. So let me ask you something honestly, and I want you to answer it just for yourself. When was the last time you got all the way down onto the floor and back up on your own? For a lot of people over 70, the honest answer is that they avoid the floor entirely now. Not because they made a decision to, but because somewhere along the way it started to feel risky. And that quiet avoidance is the thing worth talking about today. It does not mean your body is failing you. Sometimes an injury or medical condition is part of the problem, but the movement is also a skill that can become less familiar when it goes unused. With the right support, many people can train it. The fear of ending up on the floor and not being able to get up is completely reasonable. A long lie after a fall can add serious harm and make recovery harder, especially when no one knows you need help. So this is not about being dramatic. It is about giving your body a plan it can follow, so that if you ever do go down without an injury that prevents movement, some part of you already knows the way back up. And the reason a plan works is that getting up off the floor is not one big movement. People think it is one giant heave of effort, and when they try it that way, they get stuck halfway and panic. But rising from the floor is really a series of small handoffs. Your body passes the work from one set of muscles to the next, in order. Your hips and thighs do the pushing. Your knees and ankles do the folding and unfolding. And your balance, the ability to stand on one side of your body for just a moment, carries you the rest of the way. After 70, whichever of those three is weakest becomes the link where people get stuck. So we are going to work through them in the right order, and we are going to build all three. Before we start, one thing matters more than anything I am about to say. This is a practice drill, not an instruction to stand immediately after every fall. After a real fall, pause and check yourself. If you hit your head, have new severe pain, cannot bear weight, feel confused, or suspect an injury, call emergency services or use your alert device instead of trying to rise. For practice, use something sturdy. A heavy couch, a solid chair pushed against a wall, or a bed frame that will not slide. Put a mat or a folded blanket under your knees. Wear loose clothing you can move in, and either bare feet or shoes with a good grip, so nothing slides out from under you. The first few times, have another adult beside you who can call for help, not merely somewhere else in the house. If you use a walking frame indoors, have had a joint replacement, have painful knees, or have a condition that affects balance or exercise safety, ask a physiotherapist or clinician to adapt the method before you try it. If you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or unwell, stop and sit or lie safely. There is no prize for speed. The safest way to learn is often to practice the ending first. Begin at the chair with one foot forward and one knee supported on thick padding, then rehearse only the final push to standing. Once that feels controlled, add the hands and knees position before it. Add the side sitting and rolling steps only after the later steps feel familiar. Therapists call this backward chaining. It keeps the sturdy support close while you learn each new piece, and it lets you stop before fatigue makes your form less steady. You may need several sessions before linking the whole sequence, and that is normal. Now let me walk you through the method itself, step by step. I want you to picture it as we go. You are going to start from lying on your back, because that is one position a person may end up in. From flat on your back, the first move is to roll gently onto your side. For many people, rolling is more manageable than trying to sit straight up. Roll toward whichever side feels stronger and more comfortable, and bring both knees up a little. From your side, press your top hand flat into the floor and push your upper body up while you come onto your forearm, then onto your hand. You are now propped up on one side. From here, roll forward onto your hands and knees if your knees and wrists allow it. This position is the pause point in this version of the method. Take a breath and check that you still feel steady before moving on. Now from hands and knees you crawl the short distance to your sturdy chair or couch, so it is right in front of you. You place both hands on the seat. This is where your arms and your chair become your support system. Push down through your hands and at the same time, bring one foot forward and plant it flat on the floor between your hands. You are now in what physical therapists call a half kneel. One knee is still down, one foot is planted in front of you, and your hands are on the chair. This half kneel is the single most important position in the whole method. It is the moment the work hands off from your arms to your legs. From here, you push down through that front foot, press up through your hands on the chair, and drive yourself up to standing. Lead with the strong leg. Let the chair take as much of your weight as you need. And there you are. Standing. Read back through those steps in your mind. Roll to your side. Push up onto your hand. Come to hands and knees. Crawl to the chair. Bring one foot forward into the half kneel. Push through the front leg and stand. 6 small movements, each one flowing into the next, instead of one impossible lift. When you break it apart like this, the whole thing stops feeling frightening and starts feeling like a routine you can actually do. If you are finding this helpful and you would like more videos that help you stay strong and independent as the years go on, take a moment to subscribe. It genuinely helps, and there is new guidance like this every week. Knowing the sequence is only half of it. The other half is preparing the strength, mobility, and balance the sequence calls for. Most of the daily moves stay off the floor and can be done beside a kitchen counter. The half kneel drill is different, so treat it as an optional progression and only use it when your knees tolerate the position and a clinician has said it is appropriate for you. Together, these moves train pushing strength, joint movement, and balance. The first daily move builds your pushing power. It is the supported sit to stand. Sit toward the front of a sturdy chair, feet flat and about hip width apart. Lean forward slightly so your nose comes over your toes, then stand up, using the armrests or a counter for as much help as you need. Lower yourself back down slowly with control, all the way to the chair. The controlled lowering also trains your thighs and hips, the large muscles that help you rise from the floor. Start with a few comfortable repetitions and gradually work toward 10, resting if your form becomes unsteady. The second move is the optional half-kneel practice, which rehearses the hardest part of this version. Do not try it alone the first time, and skip it if kneeling is painful or your clinician has advised against it. With a capable adult beside you and both hands on a stick counter, step one foot back and lower that knee toward a thick cushion. Stop at a comfortable height. You do not need to reach the floor. Push through the front foot and use the counter to return to standing. A physiotherapist can show you a no-kneel alternative if your joints do not allow this position. Quality matters more than repetitions here. The third daily move practices knee and ankle movement, because limited joint movement can make the floor sequence harder. Sitting in your chair, straighten one leg out in front of you and gently point your toes away, then flex them back toward your shin. Repeat at a comfortable pace with each foot. Then, standing with support, rise onto your toes and lower with control. These motions do not treat an injured joint, but they let you practice moving through a comfortable range. And the fourth daily move practices the balance used in the half kneel when your weight shifts toward one side. Stand next to your counter with a firm grip available and lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Hold it only as long as you remain steady, then switch sides. With practice, you may be able to use lighter support, but keep the counter within reach. This drill rehearses the weight shift you use while rising. A recent pilot trial offers a useful cautious lesson. Older adults practice floor rises in small groups with a trained instructor, using a sturdy chair and a method called backward chaining. They improve their speed and their perceived ability to manage a fall. Their fear of falling did not significantly change, so practice is not a magic eraser for fear. What it can do is make the recovery sequence more familiar and improve the skill itself. So think of it this way. Every time you do your supported sit-to-stands, you are building the push. Every time you practice the half kneel by your counter, you are rehearsing the exact motion. Every ankle point and every balance hold is one more link made strong. And the sequence itself, the roll, the hands and knees, the crawl to the chair, the half kneel, the stand, is the map your body follows when it all comes together. You do not have to treat the floor as forbidden territory. Floor recovery is a skill, and skills can respond to well-chosen practice. Start with the standing moves by your counter. When you are ready, rehearse the floor sequence on a padded surface with a capable adult right beside you, or better yet with a physiotherapist who can adapt it to your body. The goal is not to prove that you never need help. It is to give yourself a safer plan, recognize when not to move, and make each step more familiar if you ever need it. If this was helpful to you today, you will find more videos just like it on the channel, all made to help you stay strong, steady, and independent for years to come. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.